Are you dreaming of that perfect city to call home? Spoiler alert, it doesn't exist.
Fairy tale, it doesn't exist.
The good news is if you happen to find a city that checks at least 80% of those boxes on your wish list, chances are you're going to really like it. And that's why today we're diving into the top 10 cities that everyone's moving to right now. So whether you're looking for your next home in one of these cities or just kind of scouting this list in order to avoid it, because let's be honest, a lot of these cities are really popular places to relocate to. Regardless, this list has got you covered. Now before we jump into our list, remember that no place is perfect.
Perfect.
This list was created by US News. The quality of life score was based off of crime rates, quality of education, well-being, commuter index, quality and availability of healthcare, the air quality index, and the national risk index reported by FEMA. Now, the value score was based off of the housing affordability index, which took into consideration annual housing costs as well as annual household incomes. And the price paridity index, which takes into consideration how much goods cost in one area versus another. Quality of life, overall value, the job market, and desirability of each area was used to calculate each city's overall score. And if you want to know exactly how each calculation was done, you'll want to check out the description below because I have a link to how they calculated all those numbers. Now, on to the good stuff. So number 10 on our list is Boulder, Colorado. And I know what some of you are thinking right now. How did this city make the list? Other than its sheer popularity and beautiful nature, I'm not really sure. Boulder County has over 60 parks and 155 miles of hike and bike trails. Lovers of the outdoors are minutes from their next adventure. Boulder is also home to the University of Colorado, which can be a pro or a con, depending on how you look at it. And for the most part, I feel like the overall quality of life in Boulder, Colorado is probably better than a lot of other places. So its commute time to Denver is going to be anywhere from 35 to 55 minutes depending on traffic. So education-wise, Colorado ranks number 5 out of all of the 50 states, and the median home price in Boulder is around $950,000. Yes, you heard me correctly. That's probably the biggest sticking point for a lot of people for this specific location. Boulder is a relatively small community with a population just over 105,000 people. So in order to make this list, Boulder had a quality of life score of 7.4, a value score of 5.5, and overall, that gave them a 6.7 on our list for today. Number 9 on our list is Austin, Texas. With the city slogan of Keep Austin Weird, this Texas city is so laid back to the point to where if you're dressed up, it must be for some sort of life event. People here enjoy the outdoors just as much as they enjoy the outdoors with their pets. And of course, Austin is known for all of the tech companies in the area with Google, Apple, Amazon, Oracle, Tesla, and just so many more. And other than tech, people might find themselves working in either the government sector or the healthcare sector. And you're going to have some people here in Austin that came here, to the University of Texas, and they just never left. As the live music capital of the world, Austin not only draws people in during its famous South by Southwest Festival and Austin City Limits Festival, but serenades its residents with live music in the airport terminal, on the downtown streets, and at about 200 venues in the area. Now, Austin is no small little city with its current population just over 2.2 million people. Now, as far as commute times are concerned, if you're driving from Dripping Springs, which is in South Austin, going all the way up to downtown, you can expect a 35-minute to a 1-hour commute depending on traffic. And if you're coming from the north side of Austin, close to Georgetown, and going all the way to downtown Austin, you're looking at anywhere from 35 minutes to 55 minutes of a commute. Now, education-wise, the big state of Texas ranks 29 out of all the 50 states. And the median home price in Austin, I'm assuming Austin proper, is right around $580,000. Now, to make this list, Austin had a quality of life score of 6.8, a value score of 6.3, giving it an overall score of 6.8. And if you're looking for that agent to find you that perfect spot, imperfect spot, feel free to reach out. I'm connected to thousands of agents all over the US and beyond. All my contact information is in the description below. Number 8 on our list is Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now, despite Virginia Beach's resort city status, its friendly residents and relaxed atmosphere have attracted many to take up permanent residence in Virginia's largest city. The glorious ocean views, the beautiful waterfront homes, and award-winning restaurants make this vacation destination a worthy place to call home. The job market in the Hampton Roads region, which encompasses Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and Newport News, offers niche opportunities in civilian and government sectors that make moving to the area very attractive, from defense contractor positions to hotel management jobs. However, the jet noise can be loud and take some time to get adjusted to, so if you plan on living close to one of those bases, be prepared. The current population of Virginia Beach is just over 1.4 million people. If you are commuting from Virginia Beach to Chesapeake, you're looking at a commute time from 26 to 35 minutes, depending on traffic and tunnels and tolls. Education-wise, Virginia ranks 10 out of all the 50 states. The median home price in Virginia Beach is just under $400,000. And to make this list, Virginia Beach had a quality of life score of 7.1, a value score of 6.9, and overall a score of 6.8. Number 7 on our list is Huntsville, Alabama. Once a sleepy farming town, this city gained national recognition in the 1960s during the space race and is now consistently among the fastest growing metro areas in Alabama. Its prime location makes it only a 2-hour drive to Nashville, and it's just under 2 hours to Birmingham. You will see tornadoes in this area, so be warned, and the summers here are typically hot and humid. This metro area has the most educated population in the state, and a large portion of the population works in engineering and defense, thanks to the large presence of NASA and the U.S. Army's Redstone National. Huntsville has a current population of just over 228,000 residents, making it one of the smaller ones on our list. So commute time wise, if you are living in Athens and you're driving in to Huntsville for work, you can expect anywhere from 35 to 55 minutes of a commute, depending on traffic. And if you're coming from Meridian or Morris Mill all the way into Huntsville, you're looking at a 14 to 24 minute commute. Now, education-wise, Alabama ranks 45 out of the 50 states, so I would highly encourage you to look at local stats for this specific area. And the median home price in Huntsville is right around $325,000, making it one of the most affordable cities on this list. And to make this list, Huntsville had a quality of life score of 6.6, a value score of 8.1, giving it an overall score of 6.8. Number 6 on our list is Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh, along with Durham and Chapel Hill, are known for its research technology roots as well as its collegiate rivalries. This Tri-City region, aka the Triangle, lures new residents every day with its strong job growth and high quality of living. And with the residents being so friendly in this area, it's not uncommon for some of them to want to strike up a conversation for you in like the supermarket. Raleigh also encompasses beautiful green spaces, family-friendly museums, and a growing art and music scene defined by monthly gallery walks, summer concerts, and musical festivals like Hopscotch. Raleigh is located about 3 to 4 hours from the beach and is about the same distance to the Blue Mountains on the other side. Raleigh is one of the larger cities on this list with a population of over 1.5 million residents. As far as commute times are concerned, from Durham to Raleigh, you can expect anywhere from 30 to 50 minutes as far as a commute. Chapel Hill to Raleigh is anywhere from 35 to 55 minutes, and Raleigh to Research Triangle Park is anywhere from 22 to 35 minutes. Education-wise, North Carolina ranks 21 out of all the 50 states. The median home price in Raleigh is just over $437,000. And to make this list, Raleigh had an overall quality of life score of 7.2, a value score of 6.9, and overall a score of 6.8. Number 5 on our list is Charlotte, North Carolina. Yes, another Carolina. Charlotte is a pleasant urban area, also located in the Piedmont, aka the middle of the state, where in a few hours one direction you can hit the coast, and a few hours in the other direction you're going to hit Appalachian Mountains. The city has a very strong economic identity, being the second largest banking hub in the United States, second to only New York City, and that's really helped drive consistent population growth to this specific area. Charlotte takes pride in its cityscape, defined by a handful of skyscrapers, but perhaps the best thing about Charlotte is its diverse neighborhoods and suburban areas, each of which has its own style and flair. Sports-wise, you have two pro teams located in Charlotte, with the Charlotte Hornets for basketball and the Carolina Panthers for football. So Charlotte is one of the largest cities on this list, with a population of over 2.7 million people. Now with Charlotte, since it being such a big city, if you're living outside of the city, like in Davidson, which is a very popular suburb, your commute time from Davidson is going to run you anywhere from 26 to 40 minutes. And if you're coming over from Matthews, expect a commute time to Charlotte anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes. Education-wise, North Carolina ranks 21 of all the 50 states, and the median home price in Charlotte, which is just under Raleigh's, is right around $428,000. To make this list, Charlotte had a quality of life score of 6.7, a value score of 7.3, and overall a score of 6.8. Number 4 on our list is Greenville, South Carolina. Yep, we're still in the Carolinas, just moving south. Situated on the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Greenville has transformed from a blip on the map to a bustling metropolis. The former textile powerhouse has an influx of manufacturing jobs to thank for its growth, with companies like GE and Michelin moving in to really vamp up this area. The revitalized downtown serves as a focal point for the region, attracting new businesses, hosting an emerging culinary scene, and we can't talk about Greenville without talking about its crown jewel, the Park on the Reedy. A low cost of living and mild temperatures year-round for the most part attract a lot of people. Plus, with the city being located so close to the Blue Mountains, it makes it really easy for people to enjoy what nature has to offer. Greenville is very small compared to some of the other cities on our list, with a population of just over 73,000 residents. If you're living in Greer and commuting all the way into Greenville, you can expect an 18 to 40 minute drive. If you're living in Simpsonville and driving into Greenville, it's anywhere from 18 to 26 minutes. And if you're going from Fountain Inn to Greenville, the commute is 20 to 28 minutes. Education-wise, South Carolina ranks 42 of all the 50 states, so be sure to look up the local school data for this specific city, and the median home price in Greenville is right around $455,000. To make this list, Greenville had a quality of life score of 7.0, a value score of 7.0, with an overall score of 6.9. I know, why is it not 7.0? Number 3 on our list is Colorado Springs, Colorado. Yes, we're back in Colorado, but now we're inspired by the song America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Which was inspired by Pikes Peak, which is where this next city sits at the foothills of, and is the lovely backdrop of Colorado Springs. Here you're going to find a blend of colorful nature mixed with rugged history and metropolitan sprawls. It offers a diverse economy with job opportunities in tech, defense, and healthcare. Not only is it close to Pikes Peak, but you're also close to the Garden of the Gods. It's home to the Olympic Training Center due to its high elevation, the Manitouille Cliff Dwellings, the Broadmoor Hotel, and it gives you very easy access to some of the best ski resorts in Colorado. Lastly, it's a very popular destination for veterans, current and retired, especially with the Air Force Academy being located in Colorado Springs, with a couple of Space Force bases located there as well. Population-wise, Colorado Springs has just over 486,000 residents. Your drive time to Denver is going to be anywhere from 35 to 55 minutes. And your drive to Pikes Peak, if you want to drive it instead of hike it, is about an hour. Education-wise, Colorado ranks number 5 out of all the 50 states. And the median home price in Colorado Springs, which is pretty affordable for Colorado, is right around $487,000. Now, to make this list, Colorado Springs had a quality of life score of 6.5, a value score of 7.0, and an overall score of 7.0. Number 2 on our list is Boise, Idaho. So if you love the outdoors and you value your time spent in rivers, especially the Boise River in this specific instance, mountains, canyons, deserts, hot springs, lakes, place and all the activities that you can do in any of those things and places, then Boise is definitely worth a serious look. Now, downtown Boise is booming with a lot of new construction, which is good and bad because you have infrastructure that's trying to keep up, but you've got prices rising because there's just a lot of people coming into the area. There is a lot of locally sourced food in the area when it comes to a lot of the local restaurants. Most of Boise's residents really enjoy nature and being around so much nature, and then in the evenings to just kind of get to relax in that local kind of atmosphere that Boise has to offer. But not only that, you can enjoy an occasional opera while sipping on one of the fabulous cocktails provided by these restaurants. But just be aware that Boise is very isolated. So a lot of times if you're living in Boise, it can feel very isolated compared to other parts of the United States. Obviously, Boise is on the smaller side when it comes to size for these cities on the list, with a population of just over 236,000 people. Now, as far as commute times are concerned, we're going to look at a couple of popular suburbs. So if you're traveling from Meridian to Boise, expect a commute time of 14 to 24 minutes. If you're traveling from Eagle to Boise, your commute time is going to be anywhere from 18 to 35 minutes. And if you're going from Garden City to Boise, it's going to be anywhere from 5 to 9 minutes. Education-wise, Boise ranks 18 of all the 50 states, and the median home price in Boise is just over $538,000. To make this list, Boise had an overall quality of life score of 7.4, a value score of 7.6, and overall a score of 7.0. And number 1 on our list is Naples, Florida. Did you guess it? I mean, I didn't really guess it. It was that one. So Naples is sandwiched right in between the Everglades and the shores of the Gulf of Mexico. So it's on the backside of Florida. Now, Naples is one of those areas in Florida that is subject to ebb and flow and movement of people, especially during the winter months and its snowbirds. But its proximity to the beach, the loads of sunshine, and no state income tax does have its drawbacks. As the city continues to grow, it also increases prices, especially for this specific area. And traffic in Naples, although it's nowhere near some of the larger metro areas in Florida, this tends to choke up roads in the urban areas, and I'm sure there's also lack of parking as a result along the coastline as well. So just so that you're aware, there are a lot of people moving out of Florida, mainly due to the spike in insurance costs, not only to cars, but to homes specifically. And some people just can't afford the increase in property taxes or maybe an increase in their HOA dues. So you add those three things together and it just makes the whole area less attractive and maybe not as affordable as a lot of people are thinking it is. Now, Naples is a very small area, and for that small area to have a population of just over 19,000 residents is pretty jam-packed. Now, as far as getting around Florida, your commute time from Naples all the way up to Tampa is going to be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. And it's going to be about the same distance if you're trying to get from Naples up to Miami. Like I said, it's going to be another 2 to 3 hour trip depending on traffic. And if you're trying to get from Naples to Fort Myers or Cape Coral, which is a little bit closer metro area, you're looking at anywhere from 50 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes. Education-wise, Florida ranks number 1 out of all the 50 states. And the median home price in Naples is right around $789,000, which is quite a bit more than some of the other surrounding cities and areas in Florida. To make this list, Naples had a quality of life score of 7.8, a value score of 6.0, but overall a score of 7.1. So what's your take? Are you searching for that new adventure? Are you trying to avoid the masses? Please drop a comment below and let me know. And if you want to watch another video about some cool places that you could possibly live, you want to check out this video right over here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.